Kat Timpf has made a name for herself as a journalist, commentator, and comedian, but a single social media post sparked a buzz far beyond her usual headlines. The photo, a simple bikini snap, seemed innocent enough at first glance. But the more people looked, the more they started questioning everything they thought they knew, not just about Kat, but about image, perception, and public personas. It wasn't just the picture itself that got people talking, it was what it represented. Kat has always been someone who blends humor and sharp intellect, and this moment was no different. The photo wasn't just a statement, it was a challenge. Kat Timpf is best known for her quick wit and candid opinions. As a regular panelist on Fox News' Gutfeld, and a contributor across various media platforms, she's carved out a unique space where comedy and commentary meet. She's the person who isn't afraid to speak her mind, even when it's controversial or unconventional. This boldness isn't a recent development, it's something that has defined her career from the start. After graduating from Hillsdale College, Kat began building a career as a writer and media personality. She's worked for outlets like National Review and has appeared on numerous shows where her humor often masks a razor-sharp critique of politics and culture. But here's the thing about Kat, she's always had a way of flipping the narrative. That's exactly what this photo did. On the surface, it seemed like a light-hearted post. But for those who followed her career, it felt like more. This wasn't just about a picture. It was about challenging the idea of how women in media are expected to present themselves. Kat has often spoken out against the boxes society tries to put people in, and this seemed to be her way of saying, "You can't define me." And the reaction? It wasn't what you might expect. Instead of the usual backlash that can follow public figures, her fans seemed inspired. Many commented on her confidence, with some even sharing their own stories of self-acceptance and breaking stereotypes. There's a reason Kat resonates with so many people. She's refreshingly honest about her life, including the challenges she's faced. She's been open about living with a chronic illness and has used her platform to bring attention to issues that often go unnoticed. It's this mix of vulnerability and strength that makes her relatable. She doesn't pretend to have all the answers. Instead, she approaches life with a blend of humor and honesty that feels real in an age where so much seems curated and artificial. What's fascinating about this moment is how it highlights the tension between public perception and personal identity. Social media is often a place where people project a version of themselves they think others want to see. But Kat, she seems to use it to show who she really is. And that authenticity is rare. It's no wonder her post sparked so many conversations. It wasn't just about a photo, it was about what that photo represented. It asked people to think about the pressures they feel and the roles they play. And in doing so, it opened the door to conversations that go far beyond a single image. Kat's story is a reminder that people are more than the sum of their public personas. She's a journalist, a comedian, a commentator, but she's also someone who refuses to let those labels limit her. And while this particular moment might have caught people off guard, it's perfectly in line with the way she approaches life. She's always been someone who uses humor and intellect to challenge expectations, whether on TV, in her writing, or on her social media. As the buzz around this moment begins to fade, it's worth considering what made it resonate so deeply. Maybe it's because it was unexpected. Maybe it's because it felt genuine in a world that often doesn't. Or maybe it's because, in her own way, Kat reminded us all that confidence doesn't come from fitting in, it comes from standing out. And isn't that something worth celebrating? If Kat's story inspired you or made you think, don't forget to share your thoughts. And if you want to hear more stories that challenge perspectives and spark curiosity, make sure to hit subscribe. There's always more to talk about, and your voice is a big part of what makes these conversations matter.